The little princess doesn't want to be a princess. Once upon a time, in a sparkling kingdom nestled between the glittering hills and the singing river, there lived a little girl named Princess Rosie. Rosie had golden curls, eyes the color of morning skies, and a closet full of the fluffiest, sparkliest dresses anyone could ever imagine. She had tiaras for every day of the week, and a royal unicorn named Dazzle, who only ate pink marshmallow clover. But Rosie had a secret, a big one. She didn't want to be a princess. Not anymore.
I'm tired of tea parties.
Rosie said one morning, poking her toast into the shape of a muddy boot.
And I'm tired of curtsying and being graceful and saying how lovely even when I don't mean it.
Queen Lillian blinked.
But darling, princesses always have fun. You get royal concerts, pet dragons, and cinnamon apple pies.
Rosie crossed her arms.
I want to build tree houses and splash in puddles and climb the tallest hill in the kingdom. I don't want to be a princess. I want to be an explorer.
The queen and king exchanged a look. King Theodore said gently,
Rosie, being a princess comes with responsibilities.
But I'm only 4.
So the next day, Rosie made a plan. She tiptoed past the royal guards, who were busy trying to braid each other's beards, past the kitchen, where Chef Butterbean was juggling jelly jars, and out the castle gate with a backpack, a map she drew herself, and her favorite adventure stick. She was off on her first mission. Operation Not a Princess Anymore. Chapter 1. The Puddle. Splashing Pirate Rosie's first stop was the forest by the singing river. There, she met a small boy with a paper hat and a mop for a sword.
Ahoy! I'm Captain Squiggleboots. I sail puddles and hunt for squishy treasure.
I'm Rosie, but not Princess Rosie, just Rosie the Explorer.
Together, they jumped in puddles so big the frogs wore goggles. Rosie's dress turned brown. Her shoes squeaked. Her tiara got stuck in a mud pie, and she laughed harder than she had in weeks.
I think I'm really good at not being a princess,
she said, as they washed their hands in the river. Captain Squiggleboots grinned.
You'd make a great pirate. Want to build a raft?
But Rosie shook her head.
I have to keep going. Explorers never stay still.
Chapter 2. The Cave of Roaring Snuggles. Rosie's next stop was a rocky cave filled with echoes and glittering rocks. She tiptoed in, and then, roar, Rosie froze. Out popped a tiny, fluffy dragon with sparkly scales and a teddy bear in his claw. Hi, the dragon said shyly. I'm Snugglepuff. I'm practicing my roars. What are you doing?
I'm exploring. I don't want to be a princess anymore.
Snugglepuff blinked. But you smell like royal cinnamon soap.
Do I?
They played echo games and slid down sparkle stone ramps. Rosie taught Snugglepuff how to roar softly so he wouldn't scare the butterflies. Snugglepuff taught Rosie how to bounce like a dragon. You'd make a great dragon, he said.
But I'm an explorer.
Rosie reminded him. She waved goodbye and continued her mission. Chapter 3. The Upside Down Treehouse. Further into the hills, Rosie found a treehouse built entirely upside down. Chairs on the ceiling, a teapot hanging from the floor, a girl with mismatched socks and a crown made of buttons was hanging by her knees from the window.
Wanna come in upside down? Sure. I'm Rosie the Explorer. I'm Queen Topsy, ruler of upside down things.
Rosie crawled in, upside down, of course. They sipped upside down tea, ate upside down cupcakes, and sang upside down songs.
I used to be a regular princess, but now I do things my own way.
Queen Topsy said, swinging. Rosie felt her heart flutter.
You mean I can be a princess and explore? Of course! Being a princess just means you're brave, kind, and curious. You don't have to sit still or be perfect. You can be messy, loud, wild, wonderful. That's the kind of princess I want to be.
Chapter 4. The Stormy Shortcut. As Rosie headed back home, storm clouds rolled in. The wind howled like a dragon with a tickle in his throat. Raindrops pelted down, and Rosie's map turned into mush. She huddled under a mushroom tree, hugging her knees. Suddenly, someone tapped her shoulder. It was Dazzle the Unicorn. He had followed her trail of jelly bean crumbs. I missed you, he neighed, shaking rain from his mane. Rosie climbed onto his back, and together they galloped across puddles and through wind-swirled woods. The castle came into view, glowing like a hug. When she burst into the throne, room dripping wet, shoes in hand, hair full of leaves, Queen Lillian gasped.
Oh, Rosie, we were so worried.
I'm sorry I ran off, but I had to find out who I really wanted to be.
King Theodore knelt beside her.
And who was that?
Rosie stood tall, mud and all.
I'm Princess Rosie the Explorer. I splash in puddles. I roar like a dragon. I climb upside down trees. And I still love sparkly shoes, just not every day.
That sounds like the best kind of princess.
Epilogue. A new kind of crown. From that day on, the kingdom changed just a little. Tea parties sometimes included pillow forts. Royal dancing included silly sock spins. Princess Rosie spent mornings building tree houses and afternoons reading books with dragons. And every time someone asked her, "Don't you want to be a real princess again?" she'd grin and say,
I already am.
and she was. The kind of princess who followed her heart. The kind of princess who knew you don't have to be what others expect. You just have to be yourself.